Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Professor Hassan and you are watching my channel Professor Hassan Hamayu. Final session for the preparation for the post of lecturer statistics, lecture number 1. Dear candidates, dear students, as you all know that now within 15 to 20 days Ppsc is going to conduct a very important written test for the post of lecturer statistics. So being a professor of statistics, inshallah I will try my level best to complete one topic in one video. Today I have 85 important multiple choice questions including numerical questions, theoretical questions, all important questions for you. Before starting today's vital lecture, I request everyone subscribe to my channel, like and share my channel and click the bell icon for the post of next notifications. And dear students, don't waste a single second. Don't miss a single MCQ because every MCQ is essential, obligatory and compulsory. And every MCQ can be the part of that written test of Ppsc. So let's start. Question number 1 is, the values are given. Summation x minus 9 is equal to 18. Summation x minus 10 is equal to 6. Summation x minus 4 is equal to minus 16. Summation x minus 12 is equal to 0. And the question is, what is the value of mean? Dear students, we know the property sum of the deviations of the values taken from mean is always 0. In that answers, which is 0? It is 6 actually. It is 0, so that will be x bar. X bar will be equal to 12. A very important question. Next question is, summation x minus 13 whole square is equal to 150. Summation x minus 14 whole square is equal to 135. Summation x minus 22 whole square is equal to 115. Summation x minus 11 whole square is equal to 200. Very important question. And what is the value of x bar? We know the property of mean. Sum of square of deviations of values from their mean is always minimum. So in the exam you will have to check these answers in equal to 150, 135, 115, 200. Which is the minimum one? Which is the smallest one? And 115 is the smallest one. So this will be the value of x bar. X bar is equal to 22 in the exam. A very important question. Question number 3. Summation x minus 19 modulus is equal to 115. Summation x minus 15 modulus is equal to 70. Summation x minus 12 modulus is equal to 90. Summation x minus 16 modulus is equal to 80. What is median? We know the property, the sum of absolute deviation taken from median is always minimum. So which is minimum? 115, 70, 90, 80. 70 is the minimum one, so that will be median in the exam. Actually, in these 3 questions you have solved 6 questions. What is the property of mean? The sum of deviations of values from mean is 0. The sum of square of deviations from mean is minimum. The sum of absolute deviation taken from median is minimum. Question number 4 is also a very important question. Which is least if x bar is 0? There are 4 options. The question is, which is least value if x bar is 0? We know the property of least. Summation x minus x bar whole square is least minimum. You can write least or minimum. So put x bar is equal to 0 over here. Summation x minus 0 whole square, and that will be summation x square. This will be the value. This will be the correct answer in the exam. Next question is, harmonic mean will be undefined if x is equal to 0, because in harmonic mean we take 1 over x, which is 1 over 0. It will be undefined. Whenever any value of the data is 0, harmonic mean will be undefined. And for geometric mean, it cannot be calculated if any value of x is 0 or negative. In the exam they can ask 0 or negative or 0 or less than 0. A very important one. Most popular value is mode. Mode is the most popular value. Next question is, empirical relation. We know the empirical relation is mean minus mode is equal to 3 into mean minus median, and you can write it mean minus mode is equal to 3 mean minus 3 median, and mode will be equal to, mode will be over there, mode will be equal to 3 mean will be over here and 3 median also, that will be 3 median minus 2 mean will be equal to mode. These all can be asked in the exam. This is called empirical relation. Question number 8. Which average is unaffected by the extreme values, and that is median, because we know arithmetic mean is affected by the extreme values, median is not affected by the outliers, extreme values. Values are not of equal importance. Whenever all the values are of not equal importance, then we calculate weighted mean. Next question is, mode can be more than one in one data. Which average can be more than one in one data? It is mode. Next question is, if we have one mode, it is unimodal. If you have two modes, it is bimodal. If you have three or more than three modes, three or more, multimodal. In qualitative data, which average is the suitable one? We calculate mode for the qualitative data. Next is harmonic mean for two numbers. What is the formula? If you have two numbers, harmonic mean will be 2ab over a plus b. Geometric mean will be ab under the root. Arithmetic mean will be a plus b over 2, and g is always equal to under root a multiplied by h, and g square is equal to a multiplied by h, and a is equal to g square over h, and h is equal to g square over a. You will have to learn all these important concepts. Geometric mean cannot be calculated, as I told you, when any of the value is 0 or less than 0, 0 or negative, because we cannot take the under root of negative value. Now, very important concept I will discuss with you. Dear students, all averages, mean, median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean, they all are affected by origin, plus minus, scale, multiply, divide. If a constant value is added in the data set, mean, median, mode, geometric mean and harmonic mean are changed. They are not independent of origin and scale. They are dependent upon origin and scale. They are affected by origin and scale. All these questions can be asked in every written test of statistics. Next question is very, very important. If you have positive numbers, then arithmetic mean is always greater than geometric mean. It is greater than harmonic mean. And the question can be asked, geometric mean lies between arithmetic mean and harmonic mean. And if you have all the same numbers like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, then arithmetic mean will be equal to geometric mean will be equal to harmonic mean. This is a property when you have distinct numbers, distinct positive numbers like 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whenever we have positive number, they are different numbers, then always arithmetic mean is greater than geometric mean and it is greater than harmonic mean. And another question can be asked, geometric mean lies between arithmetic mean and harmonic mean, and when all the values are same, these all are equal, and median and mode will also be equal. Next question is very important. If mean is given, it is 5, median is given, it is 7. Dear students, whenever mean is greater than median, we have positively skewed. Whenever mean is less than median, we have negatively skewed data. In this question, 7 is more than 5, median is more than mean, so it will be negatively skewed, will be the correct option. Q3 is also called upper quartile, and P75 will also be equal to Q3. Q2 will be equal to D5 and P50. These questions can be asked. Q1, which is lower quartile, that will be equal to P25. As we have discussed, summation x minus x bar whole square is minimum. Actually, summation x minus x bar whole square is less than summation x minus an arbitrary constant whole square, and it is always less than this much by n into x bar minus a whole square. A very important question. Next question is, box plot is also called 5-number summary, and it is actually introduced by John Tukey in 1970. And in box plot, in center we have median, here we have q1, here we have q3. These two lines are called whiskers. These are whiskers and these are hinges actually. Here we have minimum value, here we have maximum value, and this portion is actually interquartile range, which is q3 minus q1. A very important question can also be asked. This base of the box is depending upon q3 minus q1, which is interquartile range, and if this whisker is longer than this whisker, then you can say that positively skewed, and if this left whisker is more than this much, then we have negatively skewed. And for the outliers, how will you detect the outliers with the help of the box plot? The formula is q1 minus 1.5 interquartile range and q3 plus 1.5 interquartile range, and it depends upon the median value, it depends upon the positional value. Next question is, box plot is based on median and interquartile range. Next is ogive is a graph. Dear students, ogive is a graph which is used to locate median, quartiles, percentiles and deciles also, and there are two types of ogive. It has two types, less than and more than, and they intersect at median. And histogram is the graph of which is used to find mode, and frequency polygon can also be used for locating mode. Histogram as well as frequency polygon are used to locate mode, whereas ogive is used to locate median, percentiles, quartiles and deciles. Next question is sum of natural numbers. A very important question. The formula can be asked, the numerical question can also be asked. Sum of natural numbers. The sum of natural numbers is n into n plus 1 over 2. Sum of square of natural numbers, n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 over 6. The mean is equal to of natural numbers n plus 1 over 2. The variance of natural numbers is n square minus 1 over 12. If the numerical question is given, for example 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 50 numbers, and the question is find out the variance, the formula is n square minus 1 over 12, 50 whole square minus 1 over 12, and you will get the answer of the variance. Next question is very important question for the Ppsc lecturers test, and that is the percentage of values used in case of 20% trimmed mean. 20% trimmed mean. And dear students can make the mistake, they can commit the mistake, they can click the 80%. It is wrong answer. 20% trimmed means from the right as well as from the left. 20 plus 20 is 40, 100 minus 40 is 60. 60% will be the correct answer in the exam. For example, if they ask 15% trimmed, it means 15 plus 15, 30, 100 minus 30, 70% will be the correct answer. Next question is average of 3n natural numbers. 3n natural numbers. Dear students, as I told you, mean, average is equal to, for the natural numbers, n plus 1 over 2. If in the exam they ask for 3n numbers, that will be 3n plus 1 over 2. If they ask for 5n natural numbers, then that will be 5n plus 1 over 2. And you can solve the numerical question as well. Next question is, if we have 2k plus 1 observations, then what will be the median? It will be k plus 1th observation. I will prove in front of you. For example, k is equal to 4. 4 to the 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. If there are 9 values, then 5th value will be the median. 4 plus 1 is 5th value. That is the same answer. 2k plus 1 means we have odd number of values, and k plus 1th value will be the median value in that case. Next is quintiles, means 5 equal parts, and octile means 8 equal parts. Octiles, a value which divides the data into 8 equal parts. Dear students, I want to discuss a very important thing. If we talk about the quartiles, here we have Q1, here we have Q2, here we have Q3. There are 4 partition values in quartiles, a value which divides the data into 4 equal parts. And how many partition values? They are 3. There are 2 main concepts. If they talk about in the exam, if they ask how many parts are there in quartiles, there will be 4. Then if they ask how many partition values will be there, it will be 4 minus 1. 3 partition values, 1, 2 and 3. If they ask about the deciles, how many parts are there? There are 10 parts, 10 equal parts. If they ask about the partition values, that will be 10 minus 1, it means 9. If they ask about the percentile, how many parts are there, equal parts, this will be 100. And if they ask partition values for percentile, that will be 100 minus 1 means 99. A very important concept. Next question is, second decile is D2, that divides the data into in the ratio. Actually D2 means 2 is over here and 10 minus 2, 8 is over here. 2 1s are, 2 4s are. 1:4 will be the correct answer. 2:8 can also be given in the exam. Then both A and B can also be the correct answer. In case of weighted mean, actually whenever all the things have not equal importance, for example, if we have the marks of the students, physics, chemistry, biology, Urdu, Pak studies, all have different importance, then weighted mean is used. Actually weighted mean is used when all the observations are not of equal importance, not equal importance. And weighted mean is equal to simple mean when the importance of all the observations is same. A very important concept. And in weighted mean we are talking about the frequency. We are concerned with the frequency. This is an important question. And in weighted mean, it increases the utility of the mean. Actually it increases the utility. Next question is, the point of intersection of two cumulative frequency curves, as I told you, ogive, they are intersecting at median. Next question is, the percentage of values between Q1 and Q3. Dear students, in that line, here we have Q1, 25% values are lying below Q1, it is Q2, it is Q3. 75% values are lying below Q3, so 75 minus 25, 50% values are lying between them. Next question is, quadratic mean is always greater than arithmetic mean. Next question is very important, alpha plus 4, alpha minus 7 by 2, alpha minus 5 by 2, alpha minus 3, alpha minus 2, alpha plus 1 over 2, alpha minus 1 over 2, alpha plus 5. Some values are given and you are to calculate median. First of all, you will have to arrange the data. Actually, which is the smallest one? 7 over 2 means 3.5 and something minus 3.5, that will be the smallest one. Actually alpha minus 7 by 2 is the smallest value, then alpha minus 3, then we have alpha minus 5 by 2, then we have alpha minus 2, then alpha minus 1 over 2, then alpha plus 1 over 2, then alpha plus 4 and alpha plus 5. Now you will have to find out the mean by adding these two values and divided by 2. A very important question. Very important question about the box plot again. We know here we have Q2, 5 number summary, Q1, Q3. These are two whiskers. Here we have minimum value, here we have maximum. These are hinges actually, these two are hinges. The question is, if the gap between Q3 and highest value, if the gap between Q3 and highest value, this much, as I told you, is longer than the gap between Q1 and minimum value, we have positively skewed. They can ask that question in two different ways. The first, as I told you earlier, that if the right gap is longer than, if the right whisker is longer than the left whisker, then we have positively skewed. That is one way. Second way of asking the question, that can be, if the gap between Q3 and maximum value is longer than the gap between Q1 and minimum value, we have positively skewed. And whenever the gap between Q3 and maximum value is less than the gap between Q1 and minimum value, we have negatively skewed data. A very important one. Next is the length of the box, a very important, this length. It is always equal to, as I told you, interquartile range. It is equal to Q3 minus Q1, interquartile range. Next question is, when X bar is calculated for group data, we have an assumption that each value in that class is equal to the middle value. That is an assumption. For outliers, we do transformation, we do trimming, we do winsorizing. These are the three methods. Next is, which is the stable average? Mean is the stable average. Which is the unstable average? Mode is the unstable average. Which is the stable dispersion? Standard deviation is the stable dispersion. Which is the unstable dispersion? Range is the unstable dispersion. Next is mean is not suitable for nominal data, for the ordinal data. Whenever we have the qualitative data, we have nominal data, we have ordinal data. Mean is not the suitable one. It is not suitable for the ordinal data as well. Mean cannot be calculated for the open-end classes. Whenever the upper boundary or the lower boundary is not given, the class is not given, we cannot calculate mean, because mean is depending upon X, and X is the average of first value and second value. Then ideal measure of central tendency. Which is the ideal measure of central tendency? That is X bar, arithmetic mean. Next question is, X bar is least affected by the sampling fluctuations. X bar is mostly affected by the, much affected by the extreme values, and it is least affected by the sampling fluctuations among all other averages. Next is, there are two types of ogive, less than type, more than type. They intersect at median. Next is, ogive can be used to measure quartiles, percentile, deciles. Next is, median and mode can be, very important question, median and mode can be determined graphically. Histogram and frequency polygon are used for determining mode, and ogive is used for median. Arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean cannot be determined graphically. Next is empirical relation between, among mean, median and mode, which I told you, mean minus mode is equal to 3 into mean minus median. That was given by Cole Pearson, a very important one. Next is frequency polygon is also used to find mode. Next, the average, which is mostly affected by the smallest values. It is harmonic mean, because it is a drawback of harmonic mean. There is a denominator actually. It gives the much importance to the small values. It is affected by the small values. Whenever we talk about the shoes, bags, buses, cars, shirts, pants, clothes, we are talking about the mode. Mode is a suitable average. Next is mode describe actually the trend of times. How many times do you have that thing? Next is, if a positive value is removed, then which average must be changed? For example, there are some values 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If I remove this much, then mean must be affected, mode cannot be affected, median cannot be affected, may or may not be affected. But if I remove one value, mean must be affected. Next question is very important. What is X? Find X if the mode is given, it is 25, and the values are 15, 20, 18, 25, 14, 15, 25, 15, 18, 16, 20, 25, 20, X 18. Dear students, if you just observe, 18 is how many times? 3 times. 20 is how many times? 3 times. 15 is how many times? 3 times. And 25 is how many times? 3 times, and it is given mode is 25, and we know mode is the most repeated value. It means if every number is 3 times, 18, 20 and 15, and 25 is also 3 times, so 25 must be 4 times because it is the mode. So x will also be equal to mode 25, a very important one. Next question is, given that positively skewed data we have, median is given 10, mode is 8, then what cannot be the value of mean? Very tricky question. We know in the positively skewed data, mean is greater than median, greater than mode. It is given, it is positively skewed. If it is positively skewed, then there are 4 options actually. A is 12, B is 11, C is 6, D is 18. Mode is 8, median is 10. So mean can never ever be 6, because in positively skewed, mean is always greater than median and it is greater than mode. A very important one. Next question is, in a numeric data, mean and median are unique. Whenever we have the numerical values, for example 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, we have unique value of mean. Mean will be only one value, median will also be only one value, but mode can be more than one value. For example, if I have 1 over here again, it is a numerical value, but mode can be 1, and if it is for example 5, 1 and 5. In a numerical value, in the numerical data set, whenever we have the numerical number of values, mean is unique, a single value, median is unique, a single value, but mode can be more than one. It cannot be unique, it cannot need to be unique. Next is very important, geometric mean of A, B, C is 7. Then the question is, the geometric mean of 1 over A, 1 over B and 1 over C, that must be the reciprocal of this much, 1 over 7. Always you can check it.